and she has converted IIM Kozhikode BMS.
One of the most crucial advice is to start off early. Don't procrastinate. You don't have to study 10 hours in the first day. You can build it up slowly, even if it's half an hour, 1 hour. When the results were released, I was notified about it a bit later.
Hi everyone, so welcome to Rodha IPMAT, and we are back with yet another special episode with Nandika, and she is a part of a Believers batch, and she has converted IIM Kozhikode BMS. So first of all, congratulations, Nandika.
Thank you, sir, and I'm really looking forward to this conversation with you all.
So would you like to give us a formal introduction, like एक थोड़ा सा introduction दे दो अपने बारे में, what is your profile, what are your hobbies, what are your 10th and 12th marks, so that everybody knows you well.
Okay, sure, sir. So, sir, I hail from Jaipur, and I'm a full dropper. I completed my class 12 last year. My 10th and 12th scores were both 86 and 87% respectively. I like to read psychology related topics, human behavior related topics, and I also like to write as well, poetry, prose, satire sometimes. So, yeah.
Nandika, can you tell me how was you feeling after you saw your result? मतलब what was the first reaction? कैसा लगा? And Kozhikode is, I think, one of the best IIMs. I think top 5 IIMs में आता है NRI rankings में.
Yes.
So how did you feel when you saw the result कि final selection done?
Sir, actually, when the results were released, I was notified about it a bit later, and I tried opening it a few times, but it wasn't logging in for some reason. So I asked one of my peers to open it for me, and since peers मस्ती करते हैं, तो they called me up. They said कि कोई बात नहीं, next try में हो जाएगा. But then they later told me, so for a good 15-20 minutes, I just couldn't process it. I had no idea what was going on, and then later on, then my dad called me, and I had to tell him that I got in, and his first preference was Kozhikode as well. So after that, it settled in, and it was very overwhelming.
So, Nandika, still, IPMAT is relatively new and still many people don't know about it. So, how did you come across IPMAT exams?
Ma'am, when I was picking out my subjects for my 11th grade, I chose to be very meticulous with them, and I wanted to choose ones that would help me going forward in my undergrad and masters as well. So I always had a leaning towards management, and while I was looking up management courses and exams, I came across IPMAT, and yeah, it to me it seemed like it was too good to be true to get into one of the finest government colleges in India right after undergrad, and especially a lot of them offer integrated program as well. So that's how I found out about it.
Okay.
Nandika, I think you were a part of a Believers 2.0 batch, है ना? So how did you discover that batch, and why did you decide to join Rodha IPMAT? ऐसा क्या लगा कि I should join this batch? What all research did you did? And जो लग रहा था आपको पहले perception कि आपको वैसा ही लगा once you started with your journey with Rodha IPMAT?
I started formally looking for a coaching in around November, like November, October. And luckily, that was when the batch was starting as well. So, because of the YouTube algorithm, it ended up showing me one of Rodha's banner. I think it was an advert. But so I was exploring a lot of coachings, and then I looked into Rodha as well, and I saw the what I really liked was that Rodha is very transparent, and they let you know beforehand what faculties will teach you. It's very structured and organized as well. I didn't take any demo class for Rodha, but I did take a few demo classes of other coachings, and they were very unorganized. Like the faculty wasn't decided. Some days some other person would teach, some days another, and um, I felt that it was not very structured. And on the contrary, Rodha was very transparent as to an experienced faculty as well. And of course, CAT, they have a very big platform as well. So it seemed like an obvious choice for me to go for Rodha.
सो कैन यू हाईलाइट सम ऑफ द फीचर्स कि आपको क्या क्या पसंद आया, जैसे लाइव क्लासेस हैं, रिकॉर्डिंग्स हैं, इफ आई टॉक अबाउट टॉपिक टेस्ट, इफ आई टॉक अबाउट शीट्स, also you can download the digital notes,
Yes,
then
sir.
we had mocks as well. So can you highlight which all things you liked? Classes भी हम लोग काफी डेप्थ में कराते हैं, so how can you give some instances कि आपको कैसे हेल्प करी, कौन सा फीचर आपने कैसे यूज करा, a little bit more detailed I would like to know.
Okay, sir. Sir, firstly, the structure, like our classes, you were very strategic with the topics. You used to take topics that were related to one another. So that, like I remember you did indices and surds and then permutation and combination. So there's a flow so that we understand what's going on. And you were very strategic with it, and all the classes connected very well. Also, the classes were very, of course, very in depth. We took some really tough questions as well, and I think that only prepares us for the better. We always used to do a little bit more than the level so that we're prepared. Classes were regular as well, and what I liked was that it was very concise and to the point, and there wasn't incessant or unnecessary. Malab, some coachings have this sort of thing where the mentors or the students keep like bugging you again and again. Uh, you guys were always very clear with the fact that we are not middle school children to be spoon fed or to be nagged again and again. And I did like that it was always very to the point, very structured. And also the fact that you gave us homework and there were sheets right as soon as the topics finished. So it would be very easier for you to revise. So those are some features that really helped me out.
Also, I would highlight Nandika was quite regular in the homeworks. We'll also attach some of the screenshots of her submitting the homework. So that is always advised. क्योंकि most of the students are I think in 11th and 12th. So I think अगर आप homework वाला culture उसमें लाओ, inculcate करो classes में, which I think मैम आप भी करते हैं and मैं भी करता हूँ. एंड बच्चे जब सबमिट करते हैं होमवर्क तो एक डिसिप्लिन और कंसिस्टेंसी अपने आप ही आ जाता है बाय डिफॉल्ट, राइट? because you have it the back in your mind कि अच्छा I have to do the class and then I have to do the homework, I have to submit that homework. तो उस होमवर्क का एक ट्रेल बनता जाता है और एक कंसिस्टेंसी आई गेस उससे आ जाती है, राइट?
So, Nandika, I want to ask you one question. What are the one things of each faculties that you like? जैसे संचित सर की कोई एक चीज, विजय सर की एक चीज, and one thing for me.
Ma'am, for Brijesh sir, he always came in with a very warm and positive energy into the class, and also owing to his tenure and experience, it never felt boring. Grammar usually feels very monotonous, but it never felt boring. Surprisingly, I never had to revise any of his classes. Like if I had watched it once, it would stay with me. With Sanchit sir, it was the fact that again, uh, his classes were already very well planned. Like he would first have us like give us prerequisites for whatever topic we're about to study. He would also let us know beforehand if there were any topics that we should cover so that we can understand the next one better. And ma'am, with you, it was the fact that you were very detailed. Like you would take even the most minuscule doubts anyone had, and you would repeat yourself over and over again, and you were very patient the whole time.
Okay. Also, Nandika, I want to ask you this one question that many students they have a very light attitude towards VRC. They have a very casual attitude towards VRC. And then in the end, VRC, turns up like their enemy. Cut off nahi clear ho pata fir VRC ka. So this is there for most of the exams in Dorby and, other exams also. So what is the one thing that you did differently?
Ma'am, like I do believe that this is a thing wherein people tend to give a lot less importance to VARC, thinking that they can just mug it up because they think
Correct.
of they think of it as a theoretical subject. But I think it's very conceptual, whether it be inference questions or grammar questions. It's very conceptual at its core. So what I did was instead of just keeping it or saving it for later or having timelines that I will study this QA first, DI later, I would keep doing RCs. I would read articles. I would keep doing RCs. It only takes 5 minutes, and it's if you see it as a fun activity rather than a tedious task, because nothing is at stake when you're practicing. Even if you get a really bad score, it doesn't matter. If anything, you just gain more vocab points. So that is something that I did to prepare for it a bit better.
सो
Okay.
नंदिका आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क यू कि आपने सिर्फ कोजी कोड का एग्जाम दिया था या ऑल डिफरेंट सॉर्ट ऑफ एग्जाम्स यू फोकस्ड ऑन विच ऑल एग्जाम्स डिड यू गिव
Sir, I also gave the IPMAT Indore exam, the COE code test, and I also appeared for JIPMAT.
right? So we always advise students to give all the exams because you never know. A lot of students do a mistake कि वो एक एग्जाम से फिक्सेटेड हो जाते हैं, right? They have that कि अगर मेरा इंदौर होगा then only I will prepare. But the better idea is to focus on all the exams and maybe some exams will suit you better.
Yeah.
And at least you have some good colleges there, right? It's not like ki you can predict the future and you can say ki only I will go and only in IIM Indore. That is, I think, a wrong strategy that a lot of students make mistake on, right? And I will also ask you to ask कि कोजी कोड में आपने अटेम्प्ट कैसे करा पेपर एक्चुअल एग्जाम डे पे क्या क्या चीजें हमें ध्यान रखनी चाहिए बिकॉज पेपर में यू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस 50 क्वेश्चन 60 मिनट्स इन क्यूए एंड 50 क्वेश्चन 60 मिनट्स इन वीआरसी तो थोड़ा चैलेंजिंग हो जाता है बिकॉज नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस देख के a lot of students get scared. Okay, it's a lot of questions. So how did you manage that and कैसे smartly उसको आपने टैकल करा?
Firstly, since the QA syllabus for Kozhikode and Indore are miles apart, like it's day and night difference, because Kozhikode focuses more on arithmetic and more moderate topics as opposed to Indore. So, firstly, that was definitely a big hindrance because I had only focused on Indore up till now, and it was only 10, 12 days later. So, and a majority of the shortlist percentage is also your 10th, 12th scores. So I had to be very strategic about it because obviously I could not master 10 QA topics in 10 days. So what I focused was on accuracy rather than speed and rather than attempting more, because again, if you have a good enough 10th, 12th score, there is there's a threshold for you, there's a safety net for you, so that and last year, if you also see the cutoff trends, the cutoffs are not they're not like incredibly high, like there
Correct.
is in Rohtak, which was like
Correct.
363.
Also, we say students, Nandika, कि you have to be comfortable in leaving questions. This is again a problem because 11th 12th क्लास में इवन 10th क्लास में बोर्ड्स में वो आदत होती है आपको कि 100 में से 95 या 100 में से 90. So it is very difficult to capture that कि let's say 360 में से if the exam is of 360, so it's very difficult to capture कि 360 में से 150 marks आ रहे हैं, right? And that is also good. So I think that is again a problem जो बहुत लोग mindset में वो नहीं कर पाते हैं capture. If you're getting even 50% marks in Kozhikode, I think you've done a great job. है ना?
Yes,
So I would like to highlight that importance as well.
yes, sir. Mostly people that have gotten shortlisted, and we are in the batch group now. I don't think anyone has scored above 150. Like everyone scored around 140, 130.
Correct.
So you have to prepare accordingly to the exam
Correct.
percentage.
Also, expectations थोड़ा mismatch नहीं होना चाहिए शुरू में जब
Yes,
prepare
sir.
कर रहे हो. Because a lot of students get paranoid about it कि okay, out of 30 questions, I am only able to solve 15 questions. But the idea is to get comfortable in that and try to attempt more using that. Okay, don't get panicked कि सिर्फ 50% ही कर पा रहा हूँ मैं. Because the nature of these exams, even इंदौर में तो 50% से आप कम भी करोगे, then also it's good, right?
Yeah, sir, that is something that I wish I had done better because of the difference in syllabus. I was very stressed out about the COE code exam. And this time in the VARC section, there was a CAT PYQRC as well. So students were really tense about it, but I think VARC is something that if you know the concepts, you can at
Correct.
least get one or two questions right, if not the whole RC.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
So, Nandika, I want to ask you one question that we always say that, trust your mentors, correct? So, what is one advice of any of the teachers or all of them? One advice for, Brijesh sir, for Sanchit sir, and for me, कि जो आपको हमेशा याद रही and you followed that एंड देन आपको रियलाइज हुआ कि दिस वाज करेक्ट, ये मुझे करना चाहिए. सो कैन यू टेल अस दैट?
So, sorry, ma'am, one advice I'd say with Sanchit sir was that he emphasized that you should target high weightage topic first rather than trying to accumulate all the topics, because this is not this is not a school exam wherein you have to know everything. He always emphasized that you should do the high weightage topic first. And even in those topics, if you feel like that you're just not getting the gist of something, you can move on to the next one. You can always capitalize on the marks later. And with Brijesh sir, ma'am, it was that he always, because of his very warm attitude, it never really felt like that stressful of a class. It was also always like a respite of a class where you felt that okay, we can have fun learning. And it was the same with you, that when you took RCs, you didn't just completely only focus on the RC at hand, you also let us know other vocab words, other things. So each and every class was really lucrative for us.
Okay, Nandika, I would like to ask you, you yourself, I think was a full dropper.
Yes.
So I would like to ask you कि full drop लेना कितना difficult रहता है? Is it stressful? थोड़ा anxiety issues भी कई बार होते हैं because all your friends are in the college. So एक साल आपको लगता है कि you are behind. So how was your experience being a dropper and how did you become a dropper? थोड़ा सा उसके बारे में बताओ मुझे.
To be very honest, in the I feel like around November in 12th grade, I had speculated around the idea of taking a drop. And then later on, because of severe health issues, I was not in the position to go outside anywhere to just to pursue a college outside of my city. So, even though this is the common notion for a lot of people, I was actually quite confident in my decision and I was very firm in it, because I don't see it as getting behind you. I don't think, and if you're living with your parents, I don't think any one of your parents will let you just waste away a year. They will always be looking out for you. So I think you gain something or the other. Even if you don't make it to your desired college, you at least get into the habit of studying. You get into the habit of working hard. So that is something that really helped with my confidence, that after around February or March, I was of the opinion that now I know that I can be consistent with things. So even if I don't clear it for some reason, I can always try for other things, and it is not the end all be all. And I feel like it's better to just, if comparison is bugging you too much, it is better to just simply cut off from social media. I did that for all of my year.
Correct.
I was mostly I actually did one thing, because it's very hard to completely get rid of it. I made a whole other account and I only followed IPMAT resources on that. So even if I
Correct.
would open it, I would get a reminder that for this year I have to focus on this. And it's a lot high, it's a lot of reward for just 1 year. So I think
Correct.
that's something I'd like to say.
Also, I would like to ask you how approachable were your mentors? क्योंकि ड्रॉप ईयर में आई थिंक मेंटरशिप इज लाइक रियली इंपॉर्टेंट. बीच बीच में कई बार ऐसा होता है कि यू फील डाउटफुल, ओके यहाँ पर क्या करना है. सो हाउ अप्रोचेबल वर योर मेंटर्स एट रोधा आईपीमैट?
So I'd say they were really approachable, very responsive. You would get a response within mere hours. Even if you guys had classes, you were also taking classes over on the CAT channel as well. But it was never a problem for you, and you were always very, uh, you always gave very detailed explanations, and not only reaching out, you also made sure you took like 10-15 minutes per class to let everyone know how they should strategize. So it's not a one time thing. You would keep on reminding us how to go about the preparation.
I would like to ask this that students are very serious कि मुझे कौन सा कोचिंग लेना है, मुझे कौन से मेंटर्स चाहिए, मुझे पढ़ना क्या है. बट जब टाइम आता है ना, तो वो मॉक्स के बारे में सीरियस नहीं रहते. They don't give mocks. We keep on stressing कि please give mocks, do the detailed analysis, ये सब चीजें करो. But somehow बच्चे मॉक से डरते हैं. They have this fear. And because उनको लगता है कि अगर मैं मॉक दूंगा और मेरा स्कोर कम आ गया तो मुझे डिमोटिवेशन हो जाएगा. Right? So how did you deal with this loop?
Ma'am, to be very honest, I shared the same apprehension towards mocks. I was also scared of them, but I think one way around it was that I would give a lot of topic tests, and when I was well versed in that topic, I didn't attempt as many mocks, but I gave almost all the previous year questions, so that
Okay.
you get familiarized with the pattern, and it is a mock in on itself, like it's the official mock, if you would say. So that is something that I did so that it's if any of the questions get repeated, I would know. And again, it also serves as a mock. And one thing was that once you learn a topic, you can be sure that at least I can attempt all the questions of this topic in this mock. So it won't be that tragic of a score that it would absolutely shatter your self-esteem. So I think that's something that people can try out.
I think that is a very good point, है ना? We also say this, ma'am, a lot in the classes कि पहले full length mock से पहले आप अगर आप topic test दोगे, you
Correct.
try to master each topic first, है ना? Give it some time, and maybe you start full length mocks from December, January, and then eventually increase the frequency. That way you are more comfortable, I guess, right?
Comfortable.
क्योंकि अगर आप टॉपिक टेस्ट नहीं दोगे पहले, आपका टॉपिक्स पे मास्टरी नहीं है, तो एक आई थिंक वो डिमोटिवेशन वाला लूप चला जाता है कि मॉक्स में मार्क्स कम आ रहे हैं, यू डोंट नो व्हाट टू डू, है ना? तो वो लूप से अगर बचना है, सो मेक श्योर कि पहले पढ़ाई आप इन डेप्थ कर रहे हो, टॉपिक टेस्ट आपने सारे दिए हैं, रिविजन कर रहा है, एंड देन यू आर व्हेन यू आर एट द लेटर फेज ऑफ योर प्रिपरेशन, देन यू स्टार्ट गिविंग मॉक्स. तो वो फियर और वो डिमोटिवेशन वाला जो लूप होता है जिसमें बच्चे फंस जाते हैं, फिर निकल नहीं पाते उससे आप बच जाओगे. ऑल्सो नंदिका, आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क यू कि आईपी मैट और जेई का भी काफी कंपैरिजन होता है, एंड वी बिलीव कि जेई में जितने लॉन्ग आवर्स चाहिए होते हैं पर डे, 8 to 10 आवर्स स्टडी, आई डोंट थिंक आईपी मैट में उतना कुछ जरूरत है इफ यू स्टार्ट अर्ली, राइट? सो व्हाट इज द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ स्टार्टिंग अर्ली एंड बीइंग कंसिस्टेंट कि डेली अगर आप 2 आवर्स भी करोगे तो हो जाता है मैनेज. आई वांट योर ओपिनियन ऑन दैट.
So, this is actually one of my biggest regrets that I had not started early. I'd say that people come in with a all or nothing mindset. They think that I should either study 10 hours a day, or if I am not able to study, or if I fumble a question, then they completely leave it. I'd say that start small, even if it's 2 or 1 hours, you are ultimately gaining some knowledge. And JEE and IPMAT is like apples and oranges. I don't see the comparison at all. IPMAT, there's a lot. It's not just the exam. It's like a it's much more holistic. You also have to eventually prepare for the PI.
Correct.
Just clearing the cutoff won't get you in. I know people who have gotten really amazing, like 200 plus scores, they still didn't get in because of the PI. And I'd say that I'm not really familiar with what the JEE prep is like, obviously. But I'd
Right.
say that it's apples and oranges. You don't really have to. I feel like this is because of the over romanticization of studying for 18 hours and not talking to anyone and getting completely closed off has become the sort of trend which is counterproductive, to be honest, because if you are compromising on your health, it will only decrease your efficiency. I don't see how that is sensible to anyone.
Correct.
So, Nandika, being a dropper, there might have been some days where you felt very demotivated or you felt very scared या फिर you felt कि यार अब नहीं हुआ तो क्या होगा. तो what advice would you like to give to droppers for this year?
Ma'am, that definitely happens, and especially if you have, family, friends asking you about it, they tend to have a lot of opinions about
Yes.
it. Your parents are closer, they're in proximity, they're in touch, they know what's going on with you. But other people tend to have a lot of opinions about it, and it can bring you down. And that was my case as well, that someone would visit and they would get to know that I'm taking a gap year, and they would really make a big fuss of it, that I'm wasting a year or something. But at the end of the day, I think I'm really fortunate that my dad was really supportive throughout. He always made sure, like he just told me that with great responsibility, great accountability is like goes hand in hand. So I'd say that helped me out, and I also reminded myself that at the end of the day, if it's your decision, you've taken it strategically, you have to be confident in yourself, because you'll be taking many more, much more crucial decisions going forward. So I'd say that just be confident in yourself, and just instead of thinking about perfection, think about adaptability. That whatever comes my way, I will adapt to it.
Very sensible advice.
I would like to ask Nandika you about the regular GK and PI classes we did throughout the batch. And second is our GK PI course जो हमने last में करा था after you got your calls. So how was it different from the other courses? It was just not the mock PIs. It was just
Mm.
detailed classes as well. उससे कितनी help हुई आपको उसके बारे में बताओ.
So, the GK classes that Abhishek sir took, they were really helpful because while you're preparing, it's hard for you to keep track of all current affairs, and but that is simply not an excuse. You cannot tell the panelists that. So that was they were really helpful. They were really fun as well. They were very interactive. He always wanted us to give our 2 cents as well. So I think that was also fun. And I did attend some PI lectures, like I think Yash sir took them, and he
Yes.
had some very sound strategies for it. Like he told us about the STAR strategy, how you should introduce yourself, and the nitty-gritties of how you should approach an interview. So they definitely did help us out.
We did lot of marathons, right? For IPMAT Indore, for Kozhikode also, for JIPMAT also. Like all the major exams, we did many YT sessions. We did many marathons also. So how helpful were those YT sessions for you, apart from your Believers batch?
Ma'am, they were really helpful because they're much more concise. The classes are in depth, that helps you out, but they're much more concise. One video in particular, you did top 30 grammar rules. I just revised
Yes.
that once, twice, thrice, and that was pretty much it. You don't need to revise each and every single rule, just that worked well for me. And even in the live sessions, there's people that also join other than the batch. So they come in with fresher perspectives. They come in with questions that you've not thought of. So it's very beneficial for you, and it's only just 30-40 minutes max. So it's a very chill, very lucrative session.
So Nandika, tell me about the booster sessions. Like booster sessions we did it in March and April जब हमारा कोर्स खत्म हो गया था, which were like high quality questions, layered questions. तो वो कितने helpful लगे आपको?
So they really help you out because the level of questions and the are like slightly higher than asked in exam, and I think that really helps you out so that because then you're more comfortable with attempting moderate ones. You don't get scared or apprehensive towards any other question, so I think they really help everyone out.
Right. Also we believe later stages में आपको अच्छे level की practice करनी चाहिए. I think ma'am you will also agree कि जैसे
Yes.
VRC में will have to upskill there, right? Exam का
Yes.
जो level है उससे थोड़ा ऊपर अगर आप जाओगे तो I think थोड़ा ज़्यादा comfortable हो जाता है आपके लिए.
इवन आरसीज वगैरह भी जो हम लेते थे बूस्टर बैच में देवर लाइक ऑन हार्डर साइड देवर डिफिकल्ट ही आरसीज लेते थे हम लोग. व्हाई? बिकॉज फिर मॉडरेट तो आप कर चुके हो, राइट? सो अगर आप हार्ड आरसी कर सकते हो अच्छे से तो फिर एग्जाम में आपको वो प्रेशर नहीं क्रिएट होता है. यू आर प्रिटी मच चिल्ड आउट इन द एग्जाम देन.
Okay. So Nandika, I would like to ask you, what are some advices you would like to give to IPMAT 27 or 28 aspirants based on your experience or whatever you feel?
One of the most crucial advice is to start off early. Don't procrastinate. You don't have to study 10 hours in the first go. You can build it up slowly, even if it's half an hour, 1 hour. It still counts because you will get in the habit of studying. Second would be, I think a lot of people are under the illusion that if they neglect, like they skip out on meals, they sleep less, they can cover more. But I think in the long run, that's not very sound advice because it will decrease your efficiency at some point. And I think the one of the more important one advice would be that don't put the exam on a pedestal and don't like get completely engulfed in it. I saw a lot of peers and students that is like this is all they would do all day. They would attend classes, that is of course crucial, but then they would go on to social media, ask questions to maybe people who are not fit to give advice, and then they would get really confused about it. So I'd say stick to a few resources, try to capitalize on your strengths, and again, comparison is of no use because everyone comes in with different backgrounds and different strengths. So one or the other will have an unfair advantage. All you can do is just capitalize on your strengths.
So that looks like a very sound advice, and coming from someone who has converted Cozy Code, है ना? That
Yes.
truly sticks truthful there. So let's have a rapid fire round now.
Yes. So I'll just ask you quick questions. Okay. Nandika,
Yeah.
fun questions है. ठीक है. So first question, quants or VRC?
VARC.
Great. I'm very happy. So what is your favorite VRC topic?
Inference questions.
Okay. Very precise. And describe your IPMAT journey in one word.
Overwhelming.
Good. What is one favorite hobby that you do all the time?
I read a lot.
Okay. So Rodha IPMAT in one word.
The finest there is.
Very good. Late night studies or early morning studies?
Late night studies.
Okay. Mocks with or without video solutions?
With video solutions.
Okay. Last question. Full drop or partial drop?
Ma'am, I don't think that I can linearly answer this one. It completely depends upon the student and their situation. So
You can say it depends.
yeah, it
It
depends.
depends.
So that
Okay,
is the right answer, I guess, in this
Okay.
case.
Yes.
So, Nandika, really lovely talking to you, and I think the honesty in which you have shared your experience, वो मुझे काफी अच्छा लगा, and I think advices are also very sound. I could
Yes.
relate to, I think, all of them, be it in VRC, be it in QA, even the technical advices that you gave कि पूरा paper attempt नहीं करना चाहिए, be comfortable in selecting some of the questions. So all in all, I think it was a great conversation, and we wish you all the best for your Cozy Code journey as well. And thank you for making us proud as well. Thank you very much.
Yes. And
Thank
we
you.
are really very proud of you. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir.